Middle of the day, my door handle breaks. It just gets me so pissed off when problems get in the way and I can't get stuff done. Now I can't get into the trunk of my car. How am I gonna get the rest of my day done? In today's video, we're gonna talk about how not to let problems get you mad. When you get mad, you don't get stuff done. You actually hold yourself back. I'll show you what I do to use the problems to actually get more stuff done. Use them in your favor to improve your life. Remember, we're working on that beast mindset. All right, so this is what happened. I have my SUV truck. It's a Toyota, I love it. I had it all loaded up. I had a delivery. It had just a bunch of heavy items. It was packed, it was loaded. Shut the hatch in the back, I'm ready to go. I decide to adjust it just a little bit more before I get on the road. I go to open the hatch, nothing. The handle's completely just flapping loose. It's broken. It ain't opening. So that just threw a big wrench in my day. It's like, okay, once I get to my delivery spot, how the heck am I gonna open this? Not to mention that the rest of my day is just gonna be like, God, man, I rely on this hatch. I rely on the back. That's where I load up all my stuff. Like, how am I gonna get through my day? Now, there's two ways I could have gone through this. Well, before it was just one way, the only way. It was supposedly the way I was. I'd get upset. That's the way I showed that I cared. I'd get upset. Like, oh, I can't believe this. Slamming other doors, stressing out, not wanting to talk to anybody. I'd get these faces. My loved ones eventually had the courage to tell me. I get these ugly faces of, I'm pissed, I'm upset. I would do my best to kind of find a solution, but I was more of a badass if I was upset. And truthfully, I was upset because it wasn't going my way. It was just expressed that way. And the older I got, the more I did it. It was just rooted more into my personality and how I did things. And I would always think that that was just the way to do it. If I were to get upset, if I were to get aggressive, that I would get a better result. I found out that I was totally wrong. Getting upset and getting reactive is coming from a place of frustration. Frustration is part of scarcity, not enough. It also sides completely with making yourself the victim. I would make myself the victim. I can't believe this is happening to me. This sucks. I hate this. It's going to mess up my whole day. I'm not going to get anything done. Why does this always happen to me? Victim, victim, victim. I was notorious for that. I always make myself the victim. As far as I could remember, that was just the thing to do. If something didn't go my way, I'd get upset. I'd make myself the victim. That's little spoiled brat vibes right there. Once I realized that the magic comes when you switch it over completely to the other side and see this with the tremendous amount of patience. Patience is abundance. Patience is solution. Patience is having the discipline to make the result that you want happen. Trust the process. Do whatever is under your control to make the desired result happen. But don't make yourself the victim. Stay disciplined. Be thankful. Find something good in the situation because life happens for me, not to me. There's something to learn here. Look at all the possibilities of how it's going to happen the way you want it to happen and move forward. The way I used to do it was just teaching my loved ones how to be. I was giving them the example on how to be. This is the way you should carry yourself. When stuff doesn't go your way, do it this way. Get upset, get angry till someone or something or just time makes you feel better or you forget about it or the newness of that next thing comes and distracts you. Remember we talked about that, distractions? And you move on. You let it just fade away, cool off. I've heard that one before. Just go cool off and then you're better now and then you move on with life. But you still had that fit. You still had that self-victimizing, scarcity, lack of patience, you want it your way or no way attitude. No one would want to approach me. No one would want to talk to me. If anything, they were, I don't know, you want to call it scared? I don't want nobody being scared of me. That's horrible. I don't want my kids to be scared of me. I don't want my lady to be scared of me. I don't want nobody to be scared. I want everybody to love me. I want to be able to connect. I want to be able to show them, look at this, there's a right way and a wrong way. And just because you get angry and throw stuff and get loud and scream and slam things and get upset because it doesn't work out and make faces and make the other person get quiet and, oh, I should give them their space because things didn't go their way and they're upset. That's just not the way it works. That's not the way it works if you want to have that beast mindset and be on purpose and become the version of you that you would admire. I would look at that old way of me now and say, I don't admire that shit. Hell no. What's there to admire of this guy having a fit because it didn't go his way, because a problem happened? You let that little problem beat you up? You ain't beast. You're weak. You're going to let that beat you up. You're going to let that make you go totally negative, totally low vibration. Hella victim. That's not admirable. I see that version of me in zero, no admiration at all. You turn it around, you flip it, and you're like, oh shit, okay, now I see it this way. Now I see it with a tremendous amount of patience. Now I see it with just a bunch of possibilities. It's going to work out this way. This is great. Thank you for the problem. You have problems now that happen. I say, good. I'm glad that problem's happened to me. That means I'm worthy of that problem. That means a higher power knows that I'm able to handle that problem. Now I just got to be true and see if I can. Bitch, whine, and complain. I failed. The problem did me. I didn't handle the problem. If I stay disciplined with an abundance mindset, abundance amount of patience, knowing that the outcome that I want is going to happen because I'm going to do everything possible to get that outcome, being thankful of the problem, finding the good in the problem, that means I'm trusting the process. I'm doing my part, which is controlling me, keeping me at a high vibration, grateful, loving, optimistic, disciplined, siding with discipline, the discipline to have the patience, to not be reactive, to not be negative, to not be a victim. In real basic terms, just staying chill and doing your best to make that thing happen anyways, despite what's happening. It got crazy, it got messed up, it broke, it's not working. What are you going to do to make it happen? You still want to make the desired result happen. Be thankful that it happened. Be thankful that a higher power knows that you have what it takes to get through that challenge, to get through that problem, to go through that uphill. You do the problem. Handle it. How are you going to come out on the other side of the problem? The problem is going to happen either way. It's going to start, it's going to go through its course, and it's going to end. So how are you going to come out at the other end of the problem? You're going to come out beat up? The problem beat you up? Or are you going to come out weathered, seasoned, a little bit wiser because you got all the wisdom that came out of handling the problem? Because the problem didn't beat you up. You didn't become a victim and bitch, whine, and complain. You went through the problem watching, observing, staying optimistic, having an abundance mindset, looking for the solution, looking for the ways of still having the outcome that you want, keeping your eyes open and learning all the things that you're able to learn within the problem. That's where the magic happens. That's where you come out on the other side and you're like, I didn't get negative. I didn't get whiny. I didn't get bitchy. I didn't get complaining. I didn't become the victim. I did the problem. I stayed in control. I gained a bunch of wisdom. I got to the other side. The most important one to me that just tastes so delicious is knowing that my family didn't see me trip. My loved ones saw me just stay chill. Talk about, damn, there's a problem. Damn, he broke. He's going to get upset. And I say, good. Let's handle it. I'm still going to make it happen. I get to go through this. I get to learn what's there to learn in this situation. But like I said, the most important thing is when you look at your loved ones and they're like, beast. Because remember, they get to see that you handled it with the beast mindset. Not as a victim, but with discipline. Someone who wants to stay on their purpose. So remember, problems are going to keep on happening. We're not going to avoid those at all, ever. But it's knowing that a problem isn't really a negative. A problem is actually a positive. It's an opportunity to learn. It's an opportunity to open some curtains, get some wisdom, get ready for that next big thing that we've been wanting. But we can't get there unless we learn what we need to learn from these problems. Ever wonder why the same problem keeps on happening over and over again? It'll keep on happening till you learn what you need to learn from that problem. So switch your mindset from scarcity, not enough patience, it's not going my way, this is wasting my time, I don't have enough time, I want to get it done. That victim mindset, no good. Switch it over to a disciplined mindset. A disciplined person has a bunch of patience, an abundance amount of patience. It's that abundance mindset. There's plenty of time to get this done because I want to happen what is supposed to happen. I'm going to do my part and do what it takes to get that outcome that I want despite the challenges. The challenges is the seasoning. The challenges is the pepper, the salt, the chile. That's what makes it good. That's what gives the patina. That's what weathers you. That's what seasons you. Those are the problems. You can't see the seasonings as a bad thing. It would taste bland if there was no seasonings. It would be bland if we had no problems. But if you see the seasonings as a bad thing, tell you what, those seasonings are going to keep on coming. Those problems are going to keep on coming. If you don't start learning on how to deal with the problems, I'm telling you, it was a day and night changer once I realized that instead of being the victim of the problem, instead of making myself the victim and having that scarcity mindset, and turning it into a disciplined abundance mindset, these little tiny bullshit problems will not be problems. It's an opportunity to learn, to become wiser, and more than anything, be an example to your loved ones. Change the pattern. We don't get mad when problems happen. We say good and we welcome the problem because we know that there's going to be a prize by getting through the problem in a high frequency, not as a victim. A problem happens, you're still in a good mood, you're in a high vibe. The problem passes, it gets a solution, you're even in a better mood. That's being a great example The choice is always up to us. Any questions, leave them in the comments. Let's get it.